Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ben and you're of course watching Photos by Finch. Thank you for tuning in to my YouTube channel. So today's video, this week's video, is going to be all about my first ever experience of taking a panorama photograph from location to print. It's obviously not a new concept. I don't know why I've never attempted it. I always seem to forget on location that it is an option. Sounds a bit silly, but I've just never attempted it. The choice of location is going to be the Devil's Kneading Trough. Now, it's a really interesting place. It was actually the first trip that I made out with the Sony A7III. It's a wonderful place, it really is, you know, typical British countryside. And I think this particular location could be, you know, the sort of ideal place for a panorama. We shall see. So let's pack my camera bag, or I will pack my camera bag rather, and let's get on location and see how I get on. Okay, so we are here at the Devil's Kneading Trough. Basically, the plan is to take a panoramic photograph of this incredible steep ravine type hill thing. It's much better if I just show you on video to better explain it. Yeah, just enjoy this amazing day. Light is really, really good. And just try and come home with at least one panoramic photograph that's half decent. First ever attempt at taking a panoramic photograph. So, let's go. Alright, so I'm set up with what I think is my favourite composition of choice, and yeah, it's tough taking a panoramic photograph for the first time. I did a bit of research into it and it looks like the best way to do it is to take vertical images. You can do it with your camera horizontally, but I think you're making the most out of it if it's vertical. You'll get more resolution, you'll certainly get a better looking photograph, I think. So it's all very much trial and error. I've never done this before. It could be a complete failure, I don't know. I really do not know. But we're at a fantastic spot, really scenic spot. Can't ask for more, really, to be honest with you. And just give it a go. Just give it a go. Simple as that. Yeah. Nice little drone flight in as well. I think this place would look spectacular in spring and autumn. You know, it still is spectacular at the moment, but more spectacular, I think, in the autumn. Certainly more colour anyway. So it's making the most of the light, because there isn't a lot of colour in the trees and whatever. But I think when the light hits the grass and stuff, it can look really nice. So yeah, let's see how we get on with this panoramic photograph. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Okay, it is time to duck out of here. I am freezing. My hands have stopped moving. Yeah, it's cold, but I'm optimistic. I really took my time, worked out my composition from left to right. Um, Helpful that I can work that out with a tree on the left and a tree on the right. Very easy. And yeah, let's get back home in the warm and see what kind of image we have, if at all. So there we have the Devil's Kneading Trough. Quite an incredible landscape, really unique looking, and it is not going to be the last time that I head there with my camera. Now, the astute of you will already have noticed it's already printed and framed and up on my wall, and it looks fantastic. I'm really pleased with how it's come out, and I used a company called Point 101 for the print. This cost me £20, give or take, £20 and 50 pence, I think. Printed it onto Canton paper. My favourite brand, if I'm going to, really throw money at the problem, should we say. Higher end, more money than I would normally spend. I have used Point 101 before. Great company. Yeah, based in East London, Hackney, I think, right by Hackney Wick train station. And yeah, I've used them before. I was really impressed, and yeah, was really keen to see how this looked. Now, the frame is made by a company called The Frame Company. Very uninspiring name, but not an uninspiring company. Very good quality, well-made frames. Nothing fancy, just that is it, just a black frame, 20 by 10, ready for the photo to go in it. And I think it looks pretty good. I'm very happy with how that has come out. Basically, getting the photo printed, it has been printed exactly how I color graded, edited it. I didn't really do a lot, to be honest with you, but yeah, how I last saw it on my laptop screen, that is how it has been printed. Perfect, no funny business whatsoever there. And yeah, that's it really. I won't really go too much into the editing side because I don't think I'm the best person to really guide you through it. This is my first attempt, I'm still finding my feet, but I will say it's dead simple. I will link to an article on Adobe's website which will guide you through the whole editing process. I will also, in addition to that, say what really helped me on location, and that is shooting in manual, so you have complete control over the exposure. Shooting portrait if you're going to print it, even if you're not going to print it, because you will really make the most out of the resolution. You really get the best quality, should we say. You can do it in horizontal, but I wouldn't do that if I was you. I would just say portrait, and yeah, really get the most out of the resolution. Overlap your images. I think that's really important. Take more than what you think you would need. It's not going to hurt. It's only going to help. It's only going to benefit. Yeah, really important, that one, I think. In terms of tripod, I've got nothing specialist, nothing fancy whatsoever. It's a 3-legged thing tripod, and yeah, it sounds a bit daft, but I had a little play at home just to make sure that I could smoothly, easily pan from side to side, and I can. It's easy. I think most tripods will be able to do that. And in terms of focal length, I think this is probably going to be something that you could, probably argue about until you're red in the face. The panorama I've shot for this video was at 28mm. So not ultra wide, but still fairly wide. That's 28mm full frame, so fairly wide. I'd say put down the ultra wide angle lens, but I'd say anything from 28mm to sort of short telephoto, you'll be fine. But it really does depend on what you're taking photos of. For my scene, for this video, 28mm was perfect. I think that's it really. I think I've covered everything. Yeah, sorry I didn't go into the editing side of it. It's already well covered on YouTube. So yeah, but I'll also link to the article which I used for the kind of editing side. I'll link to that article on Adobe's website. So yeah, very, very happy with how this has turned out. Definitely have a go if you haven't already. Cheers for now, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.